Do you ever wonder what it would be like to wake up one morning and find your entire world turned upside down? Not just in the metaphorical sense, but in a way that shakes the very foundation of your reality. Imagine being in high school, an ordinary day filled with the usual mix of teenage angst, drama, and homework. Now imagine that same school becoming ground zero for something far more terrifying than any pop quiz or awkward crush. It all starts innocuously enough, a normal day in a small South Korean town. Students go about their routines, chatting with friends, sneaking glances at their crushes, and dreading the next exam. But beneath this veneer of normalcy lies something dark and insidious. Something that begins to unravel when a student mysteriously falls ill. This isn't just any sickness. It spreads with alarming speed, transforming its victims into something monstrous. The school quickly descends into chaos as students and teachers alike succumb to the infection. But this isn't your typical outbreak. This is something much worse. This infection turns its hosts into bloodthirsty zombies, driven by a relentless urge to hunt down the uninfected. As the infection spreads, a small group of students bands together in a desperate bid to survive. Among them are Cheong-san, the boy next door with a heart of gold; On-jo, his childhood friend and crush; Soo-hyuk, the stoic former delinquent; and Namra, the aloof class president. Together, they must navigate the labyrinthine halls of their high school, now transformed into a nightmarish battleground where death lurks around every corner. But the infection isn't the only threat they face. As the world outside crumbles, the survivors must contend with the horrors within. Friendships are tested, secrets are revealed, and the line between human and monster blurs. Each decision could mean the difference between life and death, and the students soon realize that surviving the outbreak might be the easy part. Keeping their humanity intact is the real challenge. As the infection spreads beyond the school, we see glimpses of the broader impact on society. The government scrambles to contain the outbreak, enacting extreme measures that only add to the terror. Families are torn apart, and cities burn as the virus spreads unchecked. The students' struggle for survival mirrors the collapse of civilization itself, as humanity grapples with its darkest instincts. But even in the face of overwhelming odds, there is hope. Bonds are forged in the crucible of crisis, and moments of bravery and selflessness shine through the darkness. The student's journey is one of growth, not just in learning how to survive, but in discovering what it truly means to be human in a world that has seemingly lost all sense of humanity. The tension builds with each passing episode, as the students inch closer to either salvation or doom. Their struggles become more intense, and the stakes higher. Will they find a way out of this nightmare, or will they succumb to the horrors that have taken over their world? The story masterfully blends horror, drama, and action, creating a narrative that keeps you on the edge of your seat. The characters are well developed, their arcs rich with emotion and depth. As they fight for survival, you'll find yourself rooting for them, crying with them, and fearing for their lives as if you were right there alongside them. As the plot reaches its climax, you'll be holding your breath, heart pounding, wondering how it will all end. But we won't spoil that for you here. To find out what happens to our group of survivors and whether they can make it out alive, you'll have to dive into this thrilling, heart-wrenching, and unforgettable series yourself. The name of this gripping tale of survival, friendship, and the human spirit in the face of unimaginable horror? It's none other than All of Us Are Dead, now streaming on Netflix.